Uglies, a movie adaptation of Scott Westerfeld's dystopian young adult novel, centers on a society where everyone undergoes extreme cosmetic surgery at age 16 to achieve physical perfection. This world divides people into two categories: uglies, who are teenagers not yet operated on, and pretties, the surgically enhanced, attractive adults who live in a privileged society. The story follows Tally Youngblood, a 15-year-old girl eagerly awaiting her transformation into a pretty. In this world, becoming a pretty is seen as the ultimate goal, as pretties live a carefree, beautiful life in the city, while uglies are isolated in dorms on the outskirts. However, before Tally can undergo the surgery, she meets Shay, a rebellious girl who questions the system. Shay doesn't want to become a pretty and plans to escape to a hidden settlement called the Smoke, where people live freely without surgeries. Tally is initially conflicted but remains determined to become a pretty. However, when Shay runs away, the authorities, known as Special Circumstances, discover the escape and confront Tally. They give her a harsh choice: either find Shay and the Smoke, or never become a pretty. Reluctantly, Tally agrees to betray her friend. As Tally ventures beyond the city's boundaries, she experiences life outside of the rigid, image-obsessed society and begins to question everything she's ever known. She eventually reaches the Smoke and meets people who refuse to conform to the pretty system, including Shay and David, a boy who grew up in the wilderness. David introduces Tally to the idea that the pretty surgery not only alters appearance but also changes brain chemistry, making pretties docile and easier to control. Tally becomes torn between her desire to be a pretty and her growing bond with the Smokies and their philosophy of natural beauty and individuality. As she spends more time in the Smoke, she falls for David and starts to understand the oppressive nature of the city's system. However, her past betrayal looms large. Tally had unknowingly been given a tracking device by Special Circumstances that could lead them to the Smoke. Eventually, Special Circumstances arrives, capturing many Smokies, including David's parents, who were the original creators of the pretty operation. Tally is racked with guilt, but she joins forces with David to free the captured Smokies and fight back against the oppressive regime. In the climax, Tally confronts Dr. Cable, the cold and manipulative head of Special Circumstances. She learns the full extent of the brainwashing involved in becoming a pretty. Determined to make amends for her betrayal, Tally makes a bold decision. She offers to undergo the pretty operation herself as part of a plan to test a cure for the brainwashing that David's parents were developing. The movie ends on a cliffhanger, with Tally undergoing the surgery, setting the stage for future stories about whether the cure will work and what Tally's fate will be in this twisted world of beauty and control.